Right lads, welcome to On The Bench LFC. How are you all this evening? This is Liverpool FC, the late night show. How are you all doing? So, Thomas Billings in the building with a boom. Always in with a boom. How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Today's news, guys. Today's news. Bobby Firmino signing a contract extension at Liverpool. Absolutely fantastic. Over the moon with that one, guys. Absolutely over the moon. To be fair, you know, there's a few players that we knew was going to be signing a contract, or we was hoping was going to sign a contract. I should rephrase that. The Kilted's in as well. Hey Daz, hey Kilted mate, how are you? Ferno, hey mate, welcome to the stream lads. If there's any topics that you would like to talk about in the Liverpool FC late night show, then feel free to put it in the chat. This is gonna be a new theme, guys, moving forward. For these late night ones, it's gonna be called the Liverpool FC late night show. You know, you guys can ask questions. Gab, welcome to the stream. Gab, how are you this evening? Yes. Yeah, any questions that you guys have, obviously ask the questions, but do me a favour, guys. If you've got a question, highlight my name so it's easy for me to read, because I do struggle to read the questions, but only highlight my name if there's a question related to Liverpool, guys. Alright, because I don't want to miss the questions related. In these laid back ones at night, we do talk about some other things, but if we can try and keep it about Liverpool's news and stuff as well for the majority of the show, then of course that would be amazing. On the Bench TV, the other channel, we will do even more laid back ones. We will be so laid back, we will be vertical. Alright guys, yeah, so but on this one, it's the main Liverpool channel. All right, moving forwards. Thomas Billing says, Daz, did you realise he was whistling ole ole ole? I did indeed, mate. I did indeed. I must have watched that video, you know, hundreds of times. It's only a short video anyway, isn't it? So I did watch it a lot. Fernando says, Bobby deserved that contract. Time for Mane and Salah now. Yes. And Robertson, guys, what do you guys think? Andy Robertson deserves a contract? I think so. You know, I think he's within a shout of the best left back in the Premier League. That since he come into the Liverpool squad, I definitely think that that's fair to say. Even though we are Liverpool supporters, I think he's been outstanding. Trent as well, you know, looking towards the future. I think Trent, even though he was getting a bit of stick recently, like just before the big games against City and stuff, I think Trent has shown that he's got a very bright future ahead of him. Kilted says, was there any doubt about Bobby? I don't think there was any doubt that he would sign a contract, but, you know, I think a lot of people were saying, can Liverpool keep these players happy? Because they're like Coutinho, you know, at history, Suarez, other players, but the more recent ones, just to keep them happy, basically. Blue Tick, hello Blue Tick, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you this evening? Inferno says, Salah needs to be on the same as Bobby. Yeah, do you reckon they match that, guys? That's a good one. Will they match Bobby Firmino, or will they go higher? That would be interesting to see where Liverpool value their players. Will it be the same or will it be higher, guys? Key question. Ferno says, it's unbelievable that Mo is only on 90k a week. Obviously, at the moment, it's crazy. You've got to think about how much we sign him for as well. And the form, definitely a big difference in like goal returns and stuff. You know, before we signed him to now this season, a lot of people saying, will Mo Salah be a one-season wonder? We are going to be talking about Mo Salah's form in this live stream as well, guys. You know, considering he didn't score in the last game, I know it's a lot of people saying, what was up with Mo Salah? You can't do it every single game, but we'll definitely cover that topic. Thomas Binney says, how do you highlight your name, Daz? Put at and then on the bench LFC. I believe that should highlight. Give it a try, Thomas. Let me know if it works. I've seen people do it. Yeah, I don't normally do it myself, so I'm not too sure, but I think so. Kilted's laughing. You're up, Kilted. You mean horizontal, Daz? Yes. Maybe I did mean horizontal, mate. You know what I'm like, guys. It's been a long day for me. I've been really busy. I've edited 2 videos today for On The Bench TV. I've edited, obviously, the Thomas Lemar one, his season highlights, and also I did the Brewster one that's just gone out this evening. If you haven't watched them, guys, definitely, I think they're worth a watch because I spent a lot of time editing them. But yeah, if it's something that interests you, especially the Brewster one, you know, I want to start doing videos and talking about the youth setup moving forwards as well. I haven't been able to do it up until this point, but I think the youth players need to be brought into the limelight a bit more. You know, we've got some quality youngsters at Liverpool. Hello, Dad, says Adam. Hello, Adam. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining me, guys. Gab says, on how much is Andy? Oh, how much is Andy on? I'm not too sure at the moment. That's actually a good question. We need to find that one out, don't we? Kilted says, absolutely, Robbo and Trent, yes. If anyone knows off the top of their head, or, you know, a quick search may actually be able to find out quite easy. I don't know how hard it would be to find out that, but I'm pretty sure Robbo wouldn't be on a lot at all, because obviously when we signed him, we didn't sign him for a lot of money. His club getting relegated, all that malarkey. Pretty sure Andy Robertson wouldn't be on a massive contract at Liverpool. So I think, being that he has turned out a fantastic player for us, and how much all of us want Robertson to play every single game, and we definitely don't want Moreno to play over Robertson, I think he deserves a contract better than what he probably is on already. I mean, it depends how much Liverpool value their players moving forwards. I think if Liverpool want to start to be stronger when it comes to keeping older players, then I think we need to start to make sure that the players are happy with their terms. Yes, contracts don't mean as much these days as what they used to, but on the other hand, if you keep your players happy financially and you do what you can as a club to keep your players happy, then at least the club can, you know, hold their chins up as high as possible if the players choose to leave, and say, guys, we did as much as we could. They've chose to leave. You know, we put them on a great contract. The terms were perfect. You know, it just wasn't good enough. At least that way the fans can say, well, coming into the day, Liverpool did show that they was determined to keep hold of the player. I think in the past we've seen players leave and stuff, and I felt, you know, Liverpool could have probably done more. With the Emre Can situation at the moment, we don't really know fully what's going on there, and I don't think you will ever fully know, but it's the same with a lot of players. But is Emre Can being, you know, too fussy, or is it Liverpool not bowing down to him? We don't know that at the moment, but, you know, as long as Liverpool are being seen to not be stingy with a few quid here and there, then I think the fans, you know, will be able to lay off FSG's back moving forwards. But especially since FSG come in, you know, the money ball system and all that, a lot of fans started to jump on FSG and say, we're losing our best players, we're not signing quality because FSG aren't putting their money where their mouths are. So moving forwards, if they did that, then I think that would take a little bit of pressure off the club in that sense, for me anyway. Firmino says, we was missing a Scottish player for years. I think every Liverpool team who have won the league had a Scotsman. Yes, Firmino, yes. That's why I absolutely love Robertson as well. You know, in one of my highlights videos, I noticed that when I was doing the highlights video, I noticed that I was saying, like, he's an absolute legend and it's good to have another Scottish player back at the club. Blue Tick says, amazing to hear the news Bobby signed a new contract. Without, we would have struggled a little bit, but he is the engine of the team. Yeah, fully agree, Blue Tick, fully agree. I think Bobby Firmino is, you know, he's part of that spine that Jurgen Klopp has built at the club. And I still feel there's, you know, Navigator coming in the summer. I think it's part of that Klopp spine. Another missing piece. Got a red card today, didn't he, guys? Got a red card. So what are your views on that as well? Bring up that. Thomas, yes, that's how you do it. You did it right, mate. So yeah, anyone that wants to ask me a question related to Liverpool, then highlight my name by putting at before on the bench LFC, and then ask the question after it. Yes, we were talking about Firmino, definitely a key player for Liverpool for, you know, the next few seasons at least now, so that'd be good. I don't think Firmino is the sort of player that we will see turn his back on the club. I know we've seen players do a U-turn completely, but I would like to think that Firmino isn't that type of player. I'd like to think so. He's our Bobby, isn't he? He's our Bobby. Ferno says, oh no, Thomas says 180k a week for Bobby. He's so cheap considering what he does. You know, Klopp spoke about it. Klopp said, yeah, they have to tell him to stop. They have to tell him to slow down because he just carries on. He's such a good professional. And I think all of his hard work has got him this contract. I've already seen people say he's on too much money. Really? Really? You know, are they the same people that will also moan about Liverpool don't pay enough for players? Liverpool, you know, but they're saying Liverpool shouldn't be paying 180k for Bobby Firmino, basically, because then if we go after big signings in the summer, they will want to at least match that, or they will want more than Firmino. What's your views on that, guys? It is an interesting point to at least bring up, between the Liverpool fans, you know, but for me, one of our best players. So why shouldn't he deserve that? His hard work should be, you know, given that. Why not? You want your best players to feel that they're being rewarded. So why not reward them? If they're not feeling rewarded, let's face it, Liverpool haven't won anything yet, have they? We could win the Champions League this year, but we haven't yet. So they're not winning medals and trophies regularly at the moment. Hopefully that's to come. So reward them the best way that you can at the moment. Like I say, it will relieve some of the pressure off FSG and the club if they start to do that, I feel. Ferno, it said Coutinho and Suarez left because we didn't win trophies. Yep, don't blame Suarez. Coutinho left too early, but I think this team ain't far from winning the league. I fully agree with that, Ferno. I fully agree with that, mate. Thomas Billings, did it work? Yes, it did, mate. Sam says Salah will be ready for Wednesday. You're right, Sam. Welcome to the stream. Yep, I was going to bring that up, guys. Do you think Mane will be fully fit against Roma? Do you think we will see the normal Mane? Do you think we'll be fully up to pace against Roma? I want you to be honest as well, lads, because we were off pace against Stoke. The guys, obviously, I think they was probably trying not to get an injury. Maybe that's why Jurgen didn't look too annoyed in, you know, after the game and stuff. He was smiles, even though we had drop points. But he was still smiling and everything. But did you guys see the footage of him not shaking hands with the official? Tells you what he actually thought of it. You know, there was definitely things that went against us in that game. Thomas says, did it... Oh, no, I saw that one. My apologies, guys. I'd bring Origi back, loan out Solanke and play Brewster more. Yep, so obviously, speaking about Brewster there, we just need a centre-back like Van Dijk and more squad depth. Yep, Vertonghen, guys, what's your views on Vertonghen? A few of us have spoken about it before on the channel, but 50 million is a rumoured fee that Spurs are willing to let him go for in the summer. I would go and pay 50 million for Vertonghen. My personal views, I think if you got Vertonghen to play alongside Van Dijk, I think Liverpool would have, if not the best, you know, defensive line next season. I think it would definitely be up there with one of the best. I think it would definitely improve us massively, massively. Jake says, great start to the week with Firmino signing a contract, huge boost before a mountain week with Roma and Chelsea. Yes, 100% Jake, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, massive, massive week ahead for Liverpool. This is a huge week, huge week. It's almost like a make and break week, isn't it? Because Roma, obviously, a very important game. Because if we do our job, we're into the Champions League final, which we all know the importance of that anyway. And the Chelsea game, you know, I would love to get the 3 points against Chelsea. Just go and get 3 points. Obliterate them. Destroy Chelsea. If Liverpool can do that, happy days, happy days. Blue Tick says, I think it's not about the wages, it's about the commitment from the players towards the club. So you know, you see it the other way around then, Blue Tick. Maybe the players, if you're saying what I was saying there, you think, you know, maybe the players need to be more committed to the club, because I said the players need to be more committed in the past. I think, you know, the players should be, but to show, you know, that the club are willing to commit to players and to reward players, you know, if they put their money where their mouth is moving forwards, then this also will highlight to the other players that Liverpool are trying to bring in as well, that if you come and join Liverpool and you work hard, then we will reward you for it. Bobby Firmino's just got this contract, so it will all go in Liverpool's favour moving forwards. Sam says, I've got to go, but I thought I'd just drop in. Allay the Reds. Okay, Sam, mate, you take care, mate. Hopefully get to speak to you properly in one of the other streams soon, buddy. I ain't spoke to you much recently. Thomas says, F the James Corden late show, mate on the bench, LFC late night show. Thank you very much, Thomas. I'm glad some of you guys have joined me tonight. I know it is really, really late, but obviously my setup, you know, my missus, she was watching TV. I let her finish watching her programme. She has been an absolute diamond recently, allowing me to do all the work for you guys on the channel and stuff. So I thought I'd let her do that before I did live streams. Plus, it allowed me to get that Ryan Brewster video out as well on the Bench TV. So, like I say, guys, if you haven't seen that yet and it interests you, it's his goals this year. So check it out, lads, later on. Check it out or something, or open a new tab and get it ready to run. I think it's well worth it. Let me know what you think anyway. Give me some feedback. Obviously, moving forwards on the Bench TV, I'll be doing a lot more videos like that. So if there's anything you think I can improve on or you want to see more of, then I value your input, guys. And I'd like to see what you would like me to do on the channel as well moving forwards, guys. All right. Ferno says, that's insane, Kilted. Did I miss something from Kilted there? Ferno, I believe the very first Liverpool team were all Scottish players. Mac Liverpool. Mac Liverpool. I did miss it. I apologise, Kilted, from seeing it. That is a very interesting fact, actually. I'm going to look that up. I can't believe I don't know that either, because I love the history of Liverpool Football Club. Where was I? Now I just got to get back because I wanted to go up and see that one. The Kilted says, Salah did not want to get hurt. Yeah, I think he was just trying to keep out the game. I think Klopp probably had a word with him as well and probably said, look, don't overcommit to anything. It's not worth it. We need you for the remainder of the season. Come the end of the day, I think Klopp and the boys were hoping that they could secure the 3 points. And let's face it, in that game against Stoke, if Salah puts that chance away at the beginning, if the penalty decisions go our way, that game is Liverpool's, isn't it? It's 3 points. It just didn't happen, did it? So things like this do go against us, but that is another topic, guys, that I'd like to, talk about with you lads, especially moving forwards. The referees, something's got to be done, innit, guys? Before next season, something needs to change with the referees. And because I mainly watch Liverpool Football Club play football, I don't know whether it is just Liverpool that gets all these bad decisions or whether it is the majority of referee decisions in the Premier League is not great. But they need reviewing. The referees need reviewing. I can't believe it. After the game as well, their manager, Stoke's manager, saying the ball travelled over 30 yards before it hit his arm, so it's not handball. Are you having me on, mate? Does he know what 30 yards is? I thought to myself, good job he's not a landscape gardener or something, because I wouldn't like to, get him in and then him slap the bill on you at the end because, a 10-yard bit of grass put in or something, would cost you an absolute arm and leg, wouldn't it? Like, if he was pricing it, Jesus. Blue Tick says, Bobby Firmino sees the progression under Klopp and knows that we can challenge higher. Yep. Everyone seems to be buying into the Klopp project, the Liverpool project, and all importantly, the FSG project, because I think Klopp's getting praise now. Liverpool's starting to get praise. But do you guys think that FSG deserve a bit of praise, bringing in Jurgen Klopp? Starting to put their money up with the contracts and stuff like that, because let's face it, Jurgen Klopp's not giving out this money and stuff. Is it coming out of FSG's pocket? Probably not. Endorsements and stuff, sponsorships and everything coming into Liverpool Football Club. But let's face it, FSG have said that they were working hard on bringing in these deals and that to Liverpool. They do have their finger in and a part to play in all this, guys. So do you think FSG do deserve some credit for this? I feel that FSG they don't get any credit for any positives, but everyone's quick to jump on them for the negatives. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm, positive pro FSG now just because, we're doing well in the Champions League and because Bobby Firmino signed a new contract. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying, could it come into the equation that FSG, are changing a few people's opinions? I think for me, like I said before, I am definitely going to wait until after the summer to see where my head is at with FSG a little bit more. But there's talk as well that they don't want to sell the club, that they are looking for, people to have a percentage of the club, to buy into the club a little bit. So let me know what you guys think on all that, what I just said there. Gab, I want Zaha, Promise, Anson as a third winger to have. So any one of those players, you're basically saying we definitely need a backup winger, don't we, guys? Because we saw it, Danny Ings coming into the front three against Stoke. It wasn't free flowing. It definitely broke up the red arrows at the front, didn't it? It didn't look as smooth, didn't look as fluent. Obviously, they don't play that much together, but moving forwards, I definitely feel that get another winger in there, and we'd be all right. I think next year, I did a Thomas Lemar video on the Bench TV earlier because Thomas Lemar is a name that keeps repeating. It keeps coming up. It's like a bad, meal at dinner time, and it just keeps coming up and up and up. Thomas Lemar seems to, every single transfer window that comes up, he's not going to go away until one, we either sign him, or two, he does leave Monaco. He's not happy at Monaco. his morale is definitely low there. They are sure that he is going to go in the summer. So Liverpool did definitely go in for him a couple of transfer windows ago. So if the money and the value has dropped on him, I think if the right money is there, if Liverpool don't have to pay ridiculous money for Thomas Lemar, would he be a good fit under Jurgen Klopp? Could Jurgen get the best out of Thomas Lemar? I think if anyone could do it, I think Klopp could. I have faith in him. Let's see if we do go back in for him. Because if he was a Klopp target back then, you know, everyone at Klopp has brought into Liverpool, guys. None of them have flopped, have they? Let's face it, they've all turned good. So I'm waiting to see on what happens with that one. But a backup winger for definite. And Thomas Lemar is very versatile. I just wouldn't be paying 90 million for Thomas Lemar at all, guys. If they want ridiculous money, no chance. I just wouldn't go there. I think there's better players out there. That wouldn't cost as much at all, guys. So we need to see where Monaco are with that. But we'll be doing a lot more talk about transfers and stuff now leading up to the summer transfer window without a shadow of a doubt. But, you know, Gab's just put them names in there. If it's not Thomas Lemar, because I know a lot of you guys are big fans of his, who else would it be? Who else is a winger, guys? We've had Martins linked with us, you know, in recent times. Quality player. There's other names out there floating about. Are you guys still, you know, wanting Draxler? Is Draxler a player that you guys think that Klopp should go after in the summer? I don't think Draxler's got as much pace as what we need, because I think if we get a backup winger for your Mane and your Salah, I think you need someone as fast or around about similar sort of style as them as well. And someone that can probably play left and right wing just as good, because that kind of one player, you know, kills two birds with one stone, doesn't it really? I heard Emre Can might stay, says Jake. Yes, apparently so. What are your views on that, guys? You know, I'm not the greatest of fans of Emre at the moment because of what come out, but he is a good player. You know, I still think that he's one of Germany's best players moving forwards for the international team. I think if he left Liverpool, we would be watching on from a distance going, oh, we had him, look at him now. He'd be one of them players that would leave us and we'd be like, he's turned out quality, because he does have amazing games. Consistency-wise, Emre Can's not the best. He still needs to reach, you know, that point. But Emre Can is hitting the prime. So I wouldn't want to lose. I don't want to keep losing players as they're hitting their prime. Liverpool need to be getting them in as they're hitting their prime and keeping hold of the players at their prime. So if he does sign a new contract, it probably is the best move for us. Especially losing someone like Can on a free doesn't make sense, does it? Because if we do sign him up to a contract and he was to go in a year or two's time, at least we would get money for him. I think I just was a bit upset that, you know, what was apparently said about the bigger club, if it was true, and the way it's gone about it as well, leaving it to the last minute, messing people about and stuff. Is he really injured? Is it, you know, is it all true, guys? Let me know what you think on it as well. FSG will have to do wonders to change my mind about them, says Ferno. See, a lot of people will be exactly the same as you, Ferno, with that one. Thomas says, now, Jake, he's gone. Klopp won't want him after what's happened. I'd have Emre in a Champions League final if we make it. You guys saying Blue Tick says, in my opinion, if I was a Liverpool player and I think that this club will progress with the manager and with a player behind the club, I would definitely sign a contract no matter how much the wage is. Yeah, the project is looking really, really promising for Liverpool. Champions League semi-finals, if we make it to the Champions League final, go on to win it, you know, that's a major boost. Won it 6 times. If we've won it 6 times, that's massive bragging rights, guys, you know. And to win it again and to have another trophy as big as that, sitting it, you know, there to be able to say we are back winning things. Next year, a real push for the Premier League. We need to really push for that. I'd like to see us win that. Under Klopp, I think we can win it. He needs backing though, doesn't he? He needs backing in the summer. Klopp needs to back him. Michael Dunn, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you this evening? Blue Tick, your opinion is a little bit naive, says Gab. I think the problem with Lemar, says Ferno, is that he plays on the left-hand side while he's left-footed. He should be a left centre mid, so he can cut inside like Coutinho did. So interestingly, you know, you would play him a bit deeper. You'd play him in the midfield. He's very versatile. He can play there, can't he? Also can play at left-back, can't he? Mark said, I would slap that ref in the face so hard that you wouldn't think his face was you'd hit by a bus. Yeah, Nikki, welcome to the stream, mate. Ferno, Lemar is a completely different player. He's not an inverted winger like a Coutinho or a Salah. He doesn't have to cut inside because he can deliver a great cross with his foot. So there you go, that's another opinion there. The Kilt says, hey Michael, you in, welcome to the stream, mate. Wish me luck, boys. I've got geography exam on Tuesday. Good luck, you in, mate. All the best with your exam, buddy. Hope it goes well, mate. Make sure you get the studying in, my friend. Get studying. You know, things like that, very important for the rest of your life, mate, depending on what you want. Blue Tick says, Gab, that's what I feel like, but it's not. That I think that is the only way. Let's see what else is there. You and cheers, lads. I appreciate it. You're welcome, you in. You're welcome. Apparently, Lamar is worth 55 million. Yeah, I've heard that the price is definitely dropped. You know, I looked at the recent value of him, and the value was set at between 60 and 90 million still, and I think that's because of the rumoured transfers from the last transfer window. You know, they were saying that the rumour was that Monaco would accept down to 60 million, and obviously in previous transfer windows, Thomas Lamar's fee was anywhere up to 90 million. So I think that's what it was going off roughly. But if you can sign a Thomas Lamar for 50, 55 million, and you take a punt with it, if Klopp, thinks I could get him back to his best, Thomas Lamar for 50, 55 million, versatile. If Klopp thinks he could work with that, I just trust Jurgen Klopp, guys. I trust Klopp. If Klopp doesn't want to go there, then, you know, it doesn't matter, does it? Thomas Lamar, it doesn't matter if he doesn't come to Liverpool. Then, you know, someone will get him and we'll see how it pans out. I just think his form is definitely dipped because he's not happy at his club. Look at Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. Chamberlain, everyone was saying, no, overhyped. English player, we paid too much. Mo Salah, Chelsea flop, paying too much for him. They come good. If Klopp thinks that Lamar's the right man, then I'm sure he will go and sign him. But for me, you know, I think as a winger coming in, I would like to see someone more in the mould of Yamana and Salah, so that if something does happen to them, we've got someone that can fill in and do their job, guys, like what they do it. Thomas Lamar's a bit different, but then saying that as well, guys, you know, thinking about it, we still need to bring in players that can break teams down. Sometimes when players sit deep against us, it eradicates that Mane and Salah getting behind, pace for it. So a Thomas Lamar looking to cross all the time, someone else out on the right wing that can put in a ball, you know, these different types of players could help us maybe. Thomas Bin says Lamar's name won't go away until either we sign him or he goes to another club, a bit like Oxen Butland. Yep, Jack Butland, obviously, looks like he's leaving in the summer. A lot of people, it's a hot topic at the moment, the goalkeeper situation at Liverpool. Your guys' views on Butland? Sorry guys, I just had to wet the palate. Leon says, I've only just had a notification. Yeah, the notifications seem to be about 10 minutes delayed at the moment, guys, for a lot of people. So don't panic, it's alright. I've only been going for about 20 minutes. So thank you for joining me, Leon, buddy. Ewan says, what happened to Julian Brandt? I really rated Julian Brandt, and I would have loved to have signed him. I think that he would have been a massive player under Jurgen Klopp. I think he's the sort of player that Klopp could have really have done well with, but it didn't pan out, did it? And, you know, I think moving forwards, I don't know whether Klopp would go back there. It's a possibility in the future, but we'd have to wait and see. There's also other names being thrown in the pot as well that we've been linked with in the past that could come back up. You know, Pulisic, you guys are telling me you'd want to sign Pulisic. You know, there, Thomas Billings, Mahrez. Other people are saying Mahrez as a backup. You know, helped Leicester win the league a few seasons back when he was instrumental in that. You've got to remember, guys, a lot of people are saying, who would you take as backup to Mane and Salah on the wing? So are we looking as a backup to those players, or are we looking for a player that could come in and possibly pip your Mane or your Salah, which would then put Mane or Salah on the bench, which, of course, that then strengthens your squad depth, because our number one players now would then turn into substitutes and rotation players. So that improves the quality all round, doesn't it? We spoke. I brought this up on a stream the other night. I said, do we go for backups, or do we start looking for players that we think could end up better than what we've got, which then makes our starters push to the bench? It pushes everyone back down, and that is how you improve the quality all round. Anyway, hello, says Leon. Hello, Leon. Blue tick. Can't wait for Grujic to see how well he will do next season. Grujic is, you know, definitely a player that I can't wait to see either, blue tick, to be honest. He's been sent away to work on his defensive side of his midfield game. Klopp's highlighted that he definitely wants him to work on strengthening his defensive capabilities, because That was the weak side of his game. We all saw Grujic could be a threat going forwards. He's got height. He's strong in the air. He's very physical as well. He would be suited to the Premier League. Still got many years to improve before we see the prime of him as well. I think he's got a massive future. I think he's got a bright future. He's willing as well to work on his weaknesses from what I see and what I hear. He looks like he's willing to, put his head down and really kick on. So, yeah, I think Grujic could really be a big player over the next couple of years. Does he go out on loan again next year? Or do we keep him back? Another question there, guys. Another question. But for me, I think Grujic definitely in with a shout. I'll say Brewster. Everyone was saying about bringing in a striker in the summer. But from what I heard, Jurgen Klopp is a big fan of Brewster and was saying that he would quite like to give him a good pre-season with the first team and see how he does, and would give him some game time next year. We'll be back in the cup games. We'll have a lot. We'll be competing on all fronts again next season. We'll have a lot of games, hopefully. Hopefully we have good runs in the cups. So, Brewster could get a lot more game time next year. So, would that be the same for Grujic? As long as we stay in the cups and have good runs for it, some of these players will get more game time next year. What happens to Danny Ward as well in the summer, guys? Does Mignolet get sold? Does Danny Ward become number two goalkeeper? Does Danny Ward go out on loan? Does Danny Ward get sold? Very, very... there's a few big questions to be answered when the summer comes. It's going to be a very interesting summer for Liverpool. Definitely more outings than there will be ins for me, but definitely, I think this summer's going to be vital all round. It's going to... Big questions will be answered about FSG as well for myself. And how will Liverpool look to compete next season? Are we going to go full on for everything? I would love that to happen. I would love to have a strong summer transfer window, and really kick on next year. That'd be amazing. If we do, which obviously being a Liverpool spot, I hope we do. If we do go on to a Champions League final and win it, why can't we have the confidence to go on next year and say, you know what, lads? We kicked Man City out of Champions League this year. Why can't we go all the way in the Premier League as well? Bring that home for the fans. Imagine the scenes if this team and Jurgen Klopp and that finally brought that Premier League trophy home. It'd be outstanding. I'll tell you what, guys, you would see me cry on live stream if that happened. I would be that emotional. I think I would cry. And heads up as well, I probably will cry if we win the Champions League and all, because I'll be doing a live stream in the final if we make it to it. I am that passionate when it comes to Liverpool. I'm not afraid to admit it. Blue Tick says Lemar would be a good addition to the squad. Callum says Lemar plays more central for Monaco this season. Yes, I've noticed that when I was going over his highlights, Callum. How are you this evening, mate? I hope you're well. Marcus says I'm gutted for poor Ox. He is having a brilliant season. Yes, I know, mate, I know. It is a big blow, isn't it? Not just for us, but for him as well. Started hitting the heights. People were saying best form of his career, maybe. Plus with the World Cup, massive blow for the lad. Massive, massive blow. Blue Tick says, at the moment, it's like a puzzle with the transfers in and out for Liverpool. Yes, Blue Tick, yes. And part of being on YouTube now for me, I've got to try and, put that puzzle together best I can for you guys. But I think really, Klopp is going to be the main one sorting that puzzle out and things, and let's hope he gets it right. I think he will. I've got every faith Klopp gets it right in the summer. We've definitely seen improvement this year. Big boy, welcome to the stream, big boy. Butland is dog shit. We don't need him, he says. So obviously not a fan of Butland then, mate. Okay, question for you, Big. If you don't want Butland, who would be the keeper? And without saying like Oblak or whatever, most people would throw a name like Oblak in there, or Alisson. If you're going to pick a name around the level of Butland, who would it be? Because Alisson, Roma are saying that they're not going to let him go cheap at all. Oblak still doesn't know about his future or whatever yet. Massive buyout clause on him. Will Klopp and Liverpool be looking to spend 60, 80, 100 million euros on a goalkeeper in the summer, with Karius now being given number one and Klopp looking to give him a run in between the sticks? I don't think we'd be looking to spend that much in the summer, not in this summer anyway. So I definitely think we'd be picking from the lower pond of the transfer market, if that makes sense, with the goalkeepers. But definitely, you know, I would love for us to go out there and sign an Oblak or Alisson, guys. I really would, but just my honest opinion is I can't see it happening in this summer transfer window. Fatal, hey Daz, how you doing? Hello Fatal, how are you, mate? Good to have you on board tonight, my friend. What's your views on today's antics, mate? Fernando says, as you said, Daz, we should sign players who are better than what we have currently, and they become bench players. Yeah, I think that's the benchmark that, you know, I think a lot of managers look to do that, and Klopp's highlighted it himself. The problem that you have as Liverpool manager is you have to look at how many players are available out there that are better than what you've got, that you can bring in certain transfer windows. And he said the right players aren't always available. So Klopp obviously knows who the right players are, but it's whether they're available in certain transfer windows. We messed up with Van Dijk. Naby Keita wasn't available until obviously this window. So who has Klopp had his eye on? Who has Klopp had on that trusty iPad that we know he spoke about, that he's got a big list of? You know, I'd love to get a hold of that iPad, wouldn't you guys, eh? I'd love to just have a little butchers at what's going on Klopp's iPad. Probably a bit of German porn as well. I'm just joking. I don't know, guys, but definitely would like to see what Klopp's got going on that iPad, lads. Fatal had said something else as well. I'm trying to get back to it. Just recently got tickets to Liverpool versus Napoli in Dublin as well. Absolutely buzzing. Fatal, that is fantastic. That would be a good game to go and watch and all. Mate, lucky guy. Looks like I won't be going to a Liverpool game until next season now, probably. Unless I can get tickets for the Chelsea game. I might be able to grab tickets for the Chelsea game. Obviously, that's not at Anfield, but yeah, if anyone is going to the Chelsea game, let me know, lads, because if I hear that a lot of you guys are going to watch a Chelsea game, it may give me a little nudge to try and get a ticket to go, you know, and I may bump into a few of you. Michael says, yeah, guys, be sure to subscribe. Thank you very much, mods. Thank you for all your good work. Ferno says, if we win the Champions League, we should get Oblak, Alderweireld and Isco. Them three names are huge names. If Liverpool signed Oblak, Alderweireld and Isco, that is an elite team. Adding them to the squad that we've got already, that team would be absolutely fantastic. I think it would really, that doesn't just take Liverpool up a notch, that takes us up huge amounts, doesn't it? Like, those are wonder players. You know, them players are definitely huge on the list. Steven Gerrard at Rangers. Yes, Redhead, welcome to the stream. What are you guys making of that? Obviously, that's big news. I did a video last night, recorded it in a night, so that you guys got that. I know there's a few of you lads that are obviously across a pond in America as well. So I thought I'd put it out as soon as I did it, and then you guys that are here in the UK with me would have seen it as you woke up and stuff. What do you guys think on that? Is it a good move for Steven Gerrard moving forwards? I think it definitely, you know, isn't a bad shout in the sense of it will give him experience as a manager. It will tell us more, will Steven Gerrard be a good manager? If he's going to mess it up, if he doesn't end up being a good manager, it's good that it would happen, not, you know, in the limelight at Liverpool as such, but I'm gutted that Gerrard is leaving Liverpool, because I think, one, you know, that will definitely be a shame for the youth lads that get to see him all the time and get to work under him and learn with him. I think that they definitely would benefit having Gerrard there. Plus, I think the lads as well at Liverpool benefit having Gerrard there. I love the fact that Gerrard is still in and around the club. When he retired, when he left Liverpool, it was a horrible feeling, you know. It felt like someone had removed a body part from me, because I grew up as a Liverpool supporter watching Steven Gerrard grow into this captain role that we all know how that ended up. And Gerrard is a big part as to why I'm so passionate and why I'm so committed to Liverpool Football Club. You know, he's a massive part of that. So definitely not having him around the club, and, you know, it doesn't feel right. But if he goes on to Rangers and does them a job, then they'll be happy with that. And it does give him experience. Obviously, the McAllister thing as well, I think, makes sense for Gerrard, doesn't it, to do that? So, but let me know your guys' views on that. Mikey Garner, how are you this evening, mate? He says, the names I see that keep coming back up are Draxler, Meyer, Lamar, De Vrij, Jorginho and Pulisic. them names all seem to be doing the circling session, don't they? Draxler, obviously, I think Draxler's gone a little bit quiet, but people bring Draxler's name up in the sense of, you know, he's someone that a lot of Liverpool supporters would like to sign. Meyer, obviously, the news broke again the other day. They're saying that he's definitely going on a free in the summer now. So is that clever business? If Liverpool go after him, would he be a good signing for Liverpool? You know, highly thought after years ago. He's never really hit the heights. Can Klopp do his bit with him? Can he bring that player out of him? A lot of people are saying that Meyer's not a quality player because they're going off stats. Meyer's stats don't mean anything, I think, guys, because he's been dropped deeper. He's not playing an attacker, so he's not one of these players that's getting goals for fun and things like that. But he is good for business, you know. Someone saying move out, mate. Couldn't deal with that. Obviously, having been quiet. I'm guessing they're reacting to my reaction video. Yes, I should, mate. I've got to do. Obviously, when I react to that, it's a bit of a thing now. A lot of people do #silence celebrating when I do my live streams and stuff because I have a young kid and obviously there's a 3-month-old that lives near me as well next door. So I have to be quiet, but I can't help it. I'm still passionate. Yeah, as we were saying, Thomas Lamar, we know what's going on with that. De Vrij, another bit of clever business if Liverpool was to go after him because of the situation there. Jorginho, Man City, obviously, there's rumours recently that Man City are trying to take him away from us. Pulisic, I think a lot of people like to bring that up, a lot of media sources like to bring that up because of FSG, you know, Klopp and the American link. Pulisic seems to be like the in-between man, the middleman. Media sources like to say Pulisic because easy connections maybe. But Pulisic is a quality young player and I would like Liverpool to sign him. I think it would be a good signing. Definitely wouldn't come in expecting first team football over the lads that we've already got in there. Knows Klopp. And it would be good for FSG. Is that good for Liverpool moving forwards? I don't know, guys. But for them in America, you know, it would be a massive signing, wouldn't it? For all you American Liverpool supporters, I'm sure you would love that player to come in. I'm pretty sure you would all be over the moon with that. Fatal says, give Rian and Solanke runs in the cups. Yeah, you know, a lot of people saying about Solanke going out on loan next year, saying he's not good enough, saying he's not strong enough, he needs to improve. I've got to agree that I think Solanke needs to maybe do a turn, do a bit of a stint in the Championship, really toughen him up. You know, we heard Jurgen Klopp. When Origi, remember back at the beginning when Klopp came in, Klopp highlighted that Origi had to bulk up a bit, he had to get strong, and Origi did it, and we saw what happened there. There was a spell where Origi threw his weight about a bit and looked like he could have been a real handful, but it never really happened. So yeah, I think Solanke on loan sounds good for me, but Brewster, I highly rate him as a youngster. I think fantastic talent, really, really quality talent. Obviously, we're linked with that Brazilian wonder kid at the moment. I did a video on that, but you know, with the work permits and things like that, maybe like when you've got the likes of Brewster and stuff in your team, you know, in your youth ranks, give Brewster and stuff a shot in the cups and stuff. I don't know why we don't look at that. Liverpool have got some really quality youngsters there, you know. Moving forwards, I'd like to see them get given a bit of a shot in the cup games. Wouldn't hurt, and it would give them the experience as well for the future. I think one of the reasons England always struggled in the World Cup is because the youth guys wasn't getting their shots at the big clubs in England, because a lot of the big teams in England, you know, they were signing a lot of the lads from abroad and stuff. So, you know, the Spanish youngsters and everything, they was getting brought into the big teams. So the nationality teams for Spain, Argentina, you know, the big dogs, Germany and that, their teams were always strengthening and doing well in like the World Cups and stuff. But the England squad's always suffered. And I think that's because the British youth players, they're either overhyped and overpriced, or they don't get it looking sometimes as well. So I think that hurts us. So Mr. Redhead says, my lineup next season, like it or not, Carriage, Trent, Virgil, Matip, Robertson, Milner, Keita, Chamberlain, Mane, Firmino, Salah. So, you know, interesting here, guys, interesting. Redhead has put Matip in there, so that's a key talking point there for your lineup there, Redhead. You know, whether other people like it or not, mate, obviously that's your lineup, you know what I mean? for me, you know, I think Joel Matip was our best centre-back last season. I don't know what's gone on with him this year. He suffered on and off with injuries. I definitely think that's hurt him. I was saying last season that I don't think we could really judge Joel Matip until he got Virgil van Dijk or a quality centre-back to pair him. And I said once, as soon as someone like that come in, then we'd judge him. Van Dijk come in and, you know, Matip just went to pot. Completely went away. And I don't know whether it was this reoccurring injury stuff or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he's looked very shaky. Joel Matip is a good player on his day, but will he make the lineup? I'm hoping that Liverpool go into the transfer window for the likes of Vertonghen or something in the summer, to be honest, over the likes of Matip. But yeah, I would like to see Matip recover his form from last season, to be fair, because he is a Liverpool player still. Naby Keita obviously coming in as well. I'd love Chamberlain to get back fully fit for the start of next season and really kick on again. Blue Tick says, I hope this is not true that Leko Buvic left. I'm not too sure at the moment, mate. I'll have a look at that one. I will have a look. Michael says, Daz, I will be out for the game on Wednesday. I will try and join the stream at some stage during it. No problem whatsoever, mate. Yep. I'll be live streaming, guys, as always, during the match. So definitely check out the channel during. I know there's quite a few of you guys that do like to pop in and stick around for that one. We do have a good time, don't we, lads? We have a laugh while the games are on and that. We more have a laugh when Liverpool are doing well in the game, so, and when we're not dropping points, don't we? And when we are dropping points, at least we got someone to moan about the game with, haven't we? Eh? So, yeah, I thank you for your feedback as well, guys, on the channel recently. You know, me doing the highlights of the streams and things like that. I've noticed that they seem to be popular, so massive thank you for all your feedback recently, guys. It is appreciated. Kilted says, I was at the Orioles baseball game in Baltimore last night wearing my LFC jacket, and the steward looking after our section was an LFC fan. He seen the badge and stopped me to talk LFC. That is amazing. See, I love that. I love that. See, the one thing that we've got here, Kilted, is, you know, if you wear a Liverpool top down into the town or whatever, it can cause trouble, which is something I don't like. You know, I think it's because there's not really a lot of Liverpool supporters from where I am. So yeah, a few people have the drinks in the evening and like to cause a bit of trouble. So, but it doesn't stop me from wearing my Liverpool colours out, especially when there's a Liverpool game on, because I will support my club. But I love it that when you go away, like if I ever go on holiday or go somewhere else, if you've got anything Liverpool related, a Liverpool towel, you know, your Liverpool top or something, hat or anything Liverpool, it always seems to draw other Liverpool supporters in it. My mum and dad had just come back from Turkey, and they said there was so many Liverpool supporters out there talking about Liverpool. It is one massive family, and the fan base is all around the world. So I love it. I love the connection that we all share, guys. It's amazing. Fernand says we should have a pre-season game in Poland, so I could go there on holiday. Yeah, see, you know, pre-seasons are amazing because it means that a lot of people that don't live in the UK and can't go to games a lot and everything can get to matches. So I hope that Liverpool do, you know, fly the nest a bit to some of these other countries as well for you lads. I think August the 6th or something like that, says Fatal. Okay. Isco is out of favour in Madrid, says Ferno. Yep. Isco is one of the names that I think we will be linked with in the summer. Will he come to Liverpool? I'm not too sure. I think the likes of Chelsea and stuff will come into the fray with that one, guys. But Isco, quality player. I would love to sign Isco. I am a fan of that player. I think he's definitely a midfielder that I think Liverpool would do well to go after. Mike says, mate, I would be over the moon for you if you managed to get to see Liverpool before the end of the season. Same here, mate, same here. Like I say, since I've had my son, I haven't been able to watch a Liverpool game. But I definitely would go, especially Liverpool versus Chelsea. It would make sense for me to go to watch that one because it's very close to me instead of going up to Liverpool and stuff. Blue Tick, if we sign all of those top players, all other Prem teams will park the bus. Oh yeah, they park the bus already, don't they? Imagine if we got them. You know, wow. It'd be such a strong team, wouldn't it, guys? Fatal. Sorry, no, fourth. Okay, mate. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. It's guys. I read that one. My apologies, guys. And Ireland Dads, don't forget your Irish subs, mate. Of course. Yep. I will be travelling to Ireland soon. Me and my partner, we we do want to go there. We was only talking about it again recently. She said that we need to go to Ireland soon. She said, do you think your subscribers will still want to do a meet-up? And I said, yes, of course. Like, you know, I speak to you guys every single day. So I'm pretty sure there'll be a few of you guys that would want to meet still. I want to do a meet-up soon. Is there any of you guys that, you know, are South England that would be interested in a meet soon? Or any of you guys that are willing to travel or whatever? Just, you know, drop me a message. And we'll try and make something happen, guys. I'm interested. I definitely would be up for doing that moving forwards. Kilwood says, it just amazes me sometimes how many of us there are. It happens all the time. Yeah, honestly, I think there's more Liverpool fans all around the world than there is where I live. Honestly, Kilwood. But that's what makes Liverpool such a big club as well. That's why I was disappointed. You know, it was probably about 6 or 7 months ago. Something on my channel that I was talking about was, there was a lot of talk about, I can't remember what it was, but there was a big fuss made of people saying that, oh yeah, I don't know why you support Liverpool if you're not from Liverpool and stuff. And I've had it said to me before, you're from down south, why do you support Liverpool? Like, it doesn't make sense. You shouldn't support Liverpool. You know, and I said, it doesn't matter where you're from in the world. Why shouldn't you support a club just because you don't live there or whatever? You know, I support Liverpool because I love Liverpool, because I grew up, my family supported Liverpool, my dad supported Liverpool. You know, my background is Liverpool. I grew up watching videos about Liverpool history. I fell in love with the club. Like I said, Steven Gerrard was a massive part of why I love Liverpool, because I grew up watching Steven Gerrard grow into Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's lots of stuff and reasons why. So I don't think it's fair when people say that you should support a local club. I got a lot of people say to me in the past, try supporting a team local to you, like Chelsea or Spurs or whatever, or Arsenal, and I'm like, ugh, don't say that to me. Do not bring up them clubs' names. Why would I support that crap? Do you know what I mean? Like, no chance, no chance. I held the flag at school for Liverpool, guys. I was the only Liverpool supporter at school, and it was many, many years ago now. So yeah, but I do remember there was a lot of London clubs being supported when I was at school back in the day, and yeah, I always supported Liverpool. I got a lot of flack for it, but I didn't care, guys, because guess what? Liverpool Football Club, best team in the world, and no matter how much stick I got, I stuck by the club, and look where I am now, guys. I'm doing YouTube channels, talking with all the best Liverpool supporters in the world, and I absolutely love it. So, you know, they can't say the same, can they? I don't know. I don't speak to anyone from school anymore. I mean, it was a long time since I was at school, but I'm pretty sure they're not talking to their fans and stuff, like, online. I'm pretty sure about that. Stevie will manage the senior squad someday, 100%. Gazatron, evening. Good evening, Gaza. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Or to the stream. You know, not to the channel, Gaza. Wow. Yeah, welcome to the channel, Gaza. You know, like you're a newbie. Ferno, Isco basically said that Zidane has no faith in him. I think that is amazing, don't you, Ferno? If Zidane doesn't have any faith in Isco, then I would be shocked, because Isco is an absolutely amazing football player. I really highly rate him. Zidane is a good manager, but Isco comes to Liverpool, I would take that. I would take that a lot. Where was I? Mikey says, or Mikey Garner, sorry, says Ferno, Isco is world class. I don't think he'd join Liverpool. I heard he has a 600 million release clause. Isco is the future of Real Madrid. Real Madrid, Mikey, are looking to sell a lot of their players in the summer, and Isco is on that list to go, mate. Honestly, Real Madrid are more inclined to sell Isco than what they are Asensio. I want Asensio big time. I would love it if Liverpool could sign Asensio, but Isco is one of the players that Real Madrid are definitely looking to offload in the summer, is what the rumour is. How true that is, I don't know, but there was definitely a lot about it recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if Isco leaves. I just would be surprised if it was Liverpool that managed to pip some of the other clubs that will be in there for him, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Liverpool will be up there in quality with the other clubs, but will we be willing to pay the wages? That is where the sticking point may come. It's hurt us in the past, isn't it, guys? But then look at what Firmino's on now. Myra is like the foreign Joe Allen, just a hyped up name, says Mikey. Gaza says, all good. Hope all is well with you, folk. All is well with me, my friend. I think all the other lads are good as well. We're all in good spirits today. Bobby Firmino obviously signing a contract extension. You know, the Roma game coming up as well. Score predictions for the Roma game, guys. How do you think Liverpool are going to set up for that? I will be doing a match build-up show tomorrow. Also, guys, I am appearing on a podcast show tomorrow evening. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me just check this quickly. Yeah, I am appearing on another show tomorrow, guys. Talk of the Terrace. Any of you guys heard of them on Twitter? They're a very popular podcast. Yeah, I'll be on that. And I believe it's around 7:45 that you'll be able to join in and listen to me and them guys talking about Liverpool, talking about the Roma game, you know, big topics, guys. Definitely be worth a listen by the sounds of it. I like their stuff. I like their content. Some of you guys have probably heard of them already, but very much enjoying going on their podcast tomorrow, guys. So yeah, I will be doing a Roma match build-up show tomorrow. So if you've got anything that you'd like me to, you know, think about today before I do a match build-up show tomorrow, then feel free to ask me now. So I'm ready for your questions tomorrow, guys. But yeah, any of you lads like podcasts and stuff, definitely check out that tomorrow night, guys. Talk of the Terrorist on Twitter. You'll be able to, this is their Twitter account. It is, I believe, at TOTT Sport. So at TOTT Sport. Check out their Twitter anyway, guys. Like I say, massive Liverpool Twitter account. They are constantly on Twitter. Really good Twitter page to follow anyway. But yeah, brilliant podcast from them, guys. I'll be working with them a lot in the future, moving forwards. Highly recommend them, guys. Highly recommend them. Let me get back to us now. Like the new logo, says Gaza. Thank you very much, Gaza. Yep, you know, clean. I've been working on the graphics and that a lot recently on the channel, guys. Improving everything, moving forwards. We got some big shows in the pipeline. Like I say, I'm appearing on that. I'm doing podcasts with other channels, other shows as well. We got some special guest lineup for you lads as well. And we've got some good things coming for On The Bench TV subscribers and all. Very much looking forward for that. I know there is a channel that is of another club that you guys are very hyped about as well, which I will be working with very soon. So yeah, I'm not going to say what it is at the moment. A few of you guys know, but I'll leave you guys guessing on that one. But yeah, it's definitely worth sticking around for, which you guys are in every single stream anyway. Harry Carlin. All right, Daz. All right, Harry, mate. How are you this evening? If Emre Can goes in the summer, how midfielders do we need to bring, or how many midfielders do we need to bring in? Good question, Harry. Good question. So we got Naby Keita coming in, but I believe that Naby Keita coming in kind of is the one that comes in after Coutinho's left. So if Can goes, definitely need a replacement for Emre Can. I've been saying even with Emre Can at the club that we could have still done with a holding midfielder. So that would be 2 midfielders in the summer transfer window. And I'd go as far as saying as well, another midfielder that can really open up teams. Someone that's got that bit of magic in them, you know. Naby Keita is a quality player that can make things happen. Someone with a bit of magic, you know. We had the Magician. The Magician, his last trick, he turned into a bloody snake, didn't he? Some said he turned into a snake. And then he disappeared. So, yeah, best magician I've seen in a long time. So, yeah, we could do with, I'd say, 3 midfielders in the summer. Will we get 3 midfielders in the summer? Probably not, mate. Probably not. I think I'm just hoping that that would be the case. If anything, you've got Grujic and stuff coming back. Probably see Grujic hang around, maybe. Got the youth set up, sitting there as well. But we'll be competing again on all fronts next year. So, yeah, if I was hoping, if I could sit down with Klopp and the transfer boys around the table, I'd be saying we need 3 midfielders. If Emre was to leave, if he signs that contract extension, that brings it down to 2. I could definitely see 2 coming in. Why not? But let me know your views on that, lads. The logo is very creative and clean. Thank you very much, Ferno. That I need to make one for On The Bench TV as well, so it will look like that, but instead of LFC, it would be TV. Original, I know, guys. But, you know, I do all my own designs. I make everything that you see on my channel. So, It's just getting the time and the day to do it. So it's all coming together now anyway. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying all the latest content, including the videos on the Bench TV. Obviously, like I said, the Thomas Lemar video today with his season highlights, goals, skills, assists, and also the Ryan Brewster one that I've put out tonight as well. If you haven't checked that one out, guys, that's over on the Bench TV. Well worth a watch, you know. Yeah, sure. There'll be plenty more of them, guys. Plenty more of them to come. I really enjoyed actually doing them today, and I really enjoyed working on things that is to do with the youth setup. Definitely want to make it a feature on the channels moving forwards. Is more about the youth, because the youth is the future of Liverpool, isn't it? So I think they deserve a shout moving forwards. Mikey Garner says Solanke has the ability but not the experience. Yeah, I think, you know, Solanke very highly rated. Before he came into Liverpool, everyone was over the moon that we got him. You know, great for the national team, wasn't he? Was fantastic. Like you say, experience wouldn't go amiss. So yeah, give him a run in a championship next year. That would be a bit of vital experience for him. We'll toughen him up a little bit as well. It'll take a few knocks, get used to it. That would definitely give him more game time than what he's getting at the moment as well. So I don't think it would be a bad shout. But something that I think is a major topic coming into the summer, Origi. Origi is going to be a massive topic. Does he stay? Does he go back out on loan, or does he get sold? For me, if we're not going to play him, he needs to be sold. I wouldn't loan him out again. The only reason I think Liverpool loan Origi out again is if they're thinking that, you know, he's capable of having a better season than what he's had out on loan this year, and that they're thinking that with today's market they could turn over a better sale price for him. You know, they're probably a bit disappointed in the year that he's had, to be fair. So, but I think he will be a massive talking point this summer, to be honest. Michael says Solanke is too inconsistent. He needs to go out on loan to get better. Solanke's just not match sharp, is he, guys? He don't get game time, you know. I think if Solanke went to the Championship and he got game time, Solanke would be a good player for a Championship club, and it would give him the experience. And I think in a few years' time he could come back more, you know, seasoned, and we would see better appearances from him when he does get chance. But I think at the moment it's too soon for Solanke for Liverpool. We're expecting big things from him because we're in such a crucial stage of the Champions League, plus the business end of the Premier League. If Solanke comes on, everyone's so critical of him because every game means something. Look how critical everyone is being of Danny Ings. Danny Ings isn't match sharp. Danny Ings isn't match fit. You know, everyone's saying he can't finish for crap. Then even though that goal was offside the other day, what a finish that was. One of the reasons Liverpool signed Danny Ings is because Danny Ings is actually one of the best finishers, or was one of the best finishers before he got the injury. And I think if Danny Ings carried on, you know, his progression without the injuries, I think Danny Ings could be a player that could prove people wrong. Do you loan Danny Ings out, guys? Do you keep him? Where's your heads at with Danny Ings? A lot of people don't rate Danny Ings. I rate Danny Ings' commitment. I feel sorry for Danny Ings that he got them bad injuries. Is he good enough when he has his appearances? No, of course not at the moment, guys. But like I say, it's because we're being critical because of the time of the year that we're seeing Danny Ings make appearances and Solanke and stuff. But they're not match sharp, are they? They're not getting game time. They're coming in and playing with players that they don't know how Danny Ings is going to make a run. Danny Ings doesn't know. They're only trained together. So yeah, I think if Danny Ings was playing as part of a team that, you know, he played with them week in, week out, and he was match sharp, and that Danny Ings would end up being back to the player that we signed before. But, you know, I'm well aware that not a lot of Liverpool fans rate Danny Ings. I just think we need to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not number one striker, is he? Bobby Firmino is. So Danny Ings, you know, if he gets little appearances here and there, and that goal wasn't offside the other day, he would have scored 2 goals for us again recently. I would say that he hasn't done too bad coming in. Blue Tick says, are you thinking about doing vlogs to Liverpool matches in the future? That would be nice to see. Yes, Blue Tick, that is something that I have got in my head that I would like to do. It's definitely something that is in the pipeline. Also, fan reactions as well from up outside the stadium. If any of you guys are local up in Liverpool and would be interested in working with me to make that happen, then please contact me. Please feel free to contact the channel. I am looking for someone that would be interested in working and doing that, to get the fan reactions from outside, because obviously where I'm down south, I won't be able to travel up to the games all the time. It doesn't make much sense, does it, guys? But I did discuss a few things before with certain people, and I would be interested to speak to more people about it. Obviously, this channel is growing, and it will carry on growing with the things that I've got in the pipeline. So that is a feature coming up, guys. Tyrell, welcome to the stream. Tyrell, how are you, my friend? I'm going to have to go soon, Daz. I'm up early in the morning. No worries, Michael, mate, no worries. Thank you for joining me, though, guys. I'm aware it was a late one tonight, but that's why these shows are called Liverpool FC Late Night Show. But yeah, it's good because it means that my subscribers that are the other side of the planet from me, they get to get involved as well, don't they? I'm all good, lads. Can't stop watching that Firmino no-look contract video. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it, Tyrell? Absolutely brilliant. Even, you know, I put out a picture. Did you guys see it on Twitter? It's a picture of him not looking and signing it. And I said, when you love the club that much that you don't even have to look at the contract before you sign it, that's Bobby Firmino for you. And you've got the likes of Emre Can, you know, bitching about whatever it is in the contract. And there's Firmino, he's like, whatever, mate, whatever. Put a bit of paper on the table. I won't even look. I'll just sign it. The Kilty says, I live in the country in North Carolina, and I was in Walmart out here in the backwoods wearing my LFC shirt a couple of years ago, and this woman and her daughter shouted, "You'll never walk alone" at me. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. You should come out here, Daz. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to, Kilty. I want to take my son out to America and that soon. I've got family connections. I'm trying to think. Is it? I think it's a Nevada desert. Is it the Nevada desert that's not far from Las Vegas? Am I right in saying that, guys? There is a family connection there, so I would like to get out to see them family members out there. So yeah, if I'm right in saying that, I think I might have it wrong, but they live there anyway. So I don't know how far that is from you, lads, or whatever you guys that are obviously out there, but definitely will be something that will happen in the future. I would like to take my son out there, like I say. Michael says, cool, Daz, I would love to meet up with you when you come over to Ireland. It would be a pleasure to meet you and your family. It would be a pleasure. The pleasure would be all mine to meet any of you guys, honestly. The Kilted says, we stopped and talked LFC. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. You can literally talk with any LFC fan all around the world. It doesn't matter where you are, whatever time it is, however different you are, whatever your backgrounds are. If you're a Liverpool supporter, you will always find something to talk about, because you support the same club. Honestly, I've spoke to so many different people with different backgrounds, different views on so many things, but because you're a Liverpool supporter, you've got that in common. You've got something to talk about. I mean, you look at you guys, for instance. We can talk about Liverpool all day long. You guys message me all day long. I message you guys back all day long. And there's so many of you that we are probably so different in life, and our lives are completely different, but it's amazing that we share this connection. I am from everywhere, but started following them when King Kenny played and loved the way they played. Oh, and the Scottish connection. Yeah. Scottish connection would have been a massive thing for you, Kilted, wouldn't it? That was so funny when you said who you was on Twitter and you said, I think the kilt gives it away. I thought, yeah, it should have been a big sign for me, shouldn't it? It should have popped. And I was like, I can see that now. I lived in Hastings, East Sussex for a couple of years, not far from myself, mate, not far from myself. And there was a few LFC shirts out and around town all the time. Yeah, we do have the odd ones. I mean, like I say, when I go to watch the Liverpool games in the local bars, they do come out for a few of the games. Like, the atmosphere is good in a bar that we have found now. We do go to the same bar. I don't now because I do live streams while the matches are on, talking to you guys and that. And we have good shows on that. But yeah, you know, there's quite a lot of Liverpool supporters that go there. But funnily enough, there's quite a lot of people actually from up Liverpool as well that live down here now, but they seem to go to the same bar. So it looks like we've all found, all the Liverpool supporters down here found this one bar that has a bit of a Liverpool family. So we all seem to congregate in that bar. You know, it's our little safety net down here. Thomas says 2-1 Liverpool, same as the City away game. I think so, mate. I think it could be similar to that. 3-1, so you guys are saying that. PC Benjamin, will Mane be fit? You know, you're right, PC, mate. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget me. I won't forget you, mate. Never forget that one. Never forget your name, buddy. I'm hoping it'll be fit, mate. You know, I would like to think that Mane will be fit. It would be nice if he was. I just hope that we see a fully fit Sadio Mane. Someone that is going to really get out of their back line would be nice. I hope that he's not hampered. Hope that he's not, you know, like what we saw against Stoke, the players trying not to get injured. I don't want Mane to play if he is not going to be at his best, if that makes sense. I'd rather him sit out for the beginning of the game, maybe bring him on towards the end if we need him. Blue said, I remember one day coming to school stressed because Liverpool lost a game, but all classmates would not shut up. And I said, don't support Liverpool, I support Spurs because Spurs that day smashed Arsenal. Yeah, always funny, mate. Always funny to do that. I'm going to try and jump down here, guys, because I realise you guys have gone mad on the chat tonight. Sorry that I fell behind a little bit. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the stream if you haven't already, guys. I always appreciate a thumbs up, and that helps the channel. Dylan, welcome to the stream. He says, Daz, why don't you go to the game against Roma? Tickets, mate. Can't get tickets, buddy. I wanted to go to the game against Roma. That was at Anfield, but we tried and we tried and we tried. We tried every single connection that we could, and it just wasn't possible, you know. So definitely won't be doing that one, mate. I wish I could, though. It would be absolutely amazing. I want to say, though, guys, for any of you that are going to the Roma game, please be safe. Please be safe out there. I am worried about our fans that are going out there. No matter what's been going on, no matter how many precautions they put in place, you know, you're always going to get the idiots that are going to try something. And I don't want to be reading in the news, or I don't want anything to come out that another fan has been injured or hurt. It's the last thing that I want to see, you know. And I want to say as well to all you Liverpool fans that have raised that money for the supporter that was obviously injured and for his family. Massive shout out to all of you guys. It means a lot. I've donated, you know, and I know a lot of you guys would have donated if you was better financially and things as well. That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what Liverpool fans are about, and we don't get enough good press, do we? The media outlets and the press and that, they don't like to highlight things like that, do they? Michael JT, welcome to the stream tonight, mate. After Saturday, you saw just how crucial Mane is to our team, and also hey Daz, yes. Thank you for joining me, Michael. Yes, Mane is crucial, mate. Very, very crucial. Guys, as well, I want to say apologies to, you know, for the rant on the stream the other day, my reaction to the thing. Obviously, there was bad language in it, so apologies for the bad language, but I was very upset about that game, guys, all right? I'm a passionate Liverpool supporter. Dropping points wasn't good enough in my views, you know, but I'm aware that there's some youngsters that watch the channel and that, so bear with me. Remember that I do go live on a lot of these videos and everything, so there will be language from time to time, all right? And if you don't like bad language in that, then these shows will be uncensored, all right? When I edit videos, I try my best to cut out the bad language and that, but moving forwards, if you don't like bad language, maybe the live streams aren't for you, especially if it's not a positive one. So our youth teams could have won their leagues, yes, if we didn't loan/move a lot of them out, but oh well. Yeah, I fully agree with that one, mate. Mikey Garner says, Kilton, was Kenny better than Suarez was for us? King Kenny was outstanding, mate. You know, outstanding player, absolute legend. Kilton says it's hard to say because it's a different game now. Fully different game, but have you guys, you know, have you guys watched Kenny? Did Luis Suarez go on to be manager? Did Luis Suarez be player manager? If I had to pick, I would say that Kenny was better. I like the point, though, that it is two different games. You know, today's football is a lot different. Today's footballers are more athletes than what they used to be. But if I was to look at the two and say who was better for Liverpool Football Club, without a shadow of a doubt, King Kenny. You know, Luis Suarez was a fantastic player, and I highly rate Luis Suarez. Same as what I highly rate some of the players that we've got now. But, you know, if you look at the King Kenny, he was player manager, he was manager as well. You know, the stress, if any of you guys haven't watched the Kenny movie, watch it. The stress that Kenny went through over, obviously, Hillsborough and what him and his family went through and everything, the support that they gave the families that lost people, honestly, that man is a legend, and, you know, he deserves all the respect in the world. And I know that no one was questioning the respect to Kenny there. I'm just saying, I absolutely respect King Kenny fully. He's outstanding. I think we're very lucky to have had him. Connor Crosby, welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for joining me. Tyrell, what's this news about Buvac leaving? A few people have said about this. A few people have said, I need to have a look at this. Mayan, welcome to the stream. How are you this evening, buddy? Blue Tick, I don't have an issue with Ings, but one thing is that his finishing is just lacking. If that gets improved, then he will be a top striker for us. Yes. You know, like I say with Danny Ings, guys, Danny Ings was brought in because he was a clinical finisher. He was good at finishing. I think at the moment we're not seeing the best of him because he's lack of game time. He's coming back off bad injuries as well. You know, he's not our out-and-out striker at the moment. He's not a main striker. So I think if Danny Ings was a main striker for a team, I think he would be a lot better than what we're seeing when he features. I think if we're, like next season, we're back in the cup games, I think I would much rather see a Danny Ings featuring quite a bit in the cup games than like a young Slanky or something. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? I think Ingsy being a clinical finisher again, I think would benefit Liverpool next season in the early stage of the cups or whatever. I don't think it would be a bad shout, guys. The Kilted says, yes, Vegas was built in a desert, yes, but that is 2,300 miles from me. Oh, so that's quite far then, mate. That is quite far from you. The overall point is, I'm sure I will be coming. Connor says, hey, Daz. Hey, mate. I'm trying to get down to the bottom, guys, so apologies for missing a few of the comments. What's this news? I did see that one, didn't I? The Kilted says, I've been out in Maidstone, Ashford, and I was out in Ramsgate during the England v Germany game at Euro 96. That was crazy. People were fighting everywhere. Yes, those names that you've just brought up there, Kilted, are very, very local to me. Very local indeed. And yeah, there's a lot of punch-ups and stuff that go on and everything, you know, but you can't win them all, can you? You know, every place has its down areas and fights and stuff, doesn't it, and things, but passion, I guess. It's not all football related, all the fights and that. You know, drink. The UK, drink, isn't it? Drink fuels a lot of the problems, guys, doesn't it? Who would be your main transfer target this summer, says Connor? Good question. Can I not be safe and say Naby? No, all joking aside. Main transfer targets. Well, I think moving forward, a holding midfielder or a centre-back would really, really improve us a lot more. Or a world-class goalkeeper. So one of them three areas. So if I'm going off that, Oblak would be absolutely amazing, but I don't think it's going to happen. So it would have been Alisson. Again, I don't think Liverpool are going to go after him in the summer. But so, you know, a goalkeeper that will either bring the best out of Karius or take over from Karius. Alderweireld, 50 million from Spurs is a rumour that they are willing to sell him for in the summer. I highly rate him. I think it would give Liverpool one of the best defence, if not the best defence in the Premier League next season. So I think Alderweireld would be one of my main targets in the summer. Holding midfielder, I don't know who I would prefer in that position as it stands, but I think it's vital that we get a holding midfielder in. Someone that, you know, is a no-nonsense holding midfielder. Someone that their job is to break up play, sit in front of the two centre-backs when they split. And, you know, just no nonsense. Someone who's strong. Don't take crap from teams that try to bully us, you know. I'd like that. I'd like to see that moving forwards. Absolutely agree about the King being better for our club. Yeah, honestly, mate, honestly. Talking about Mane, remember how bad we were when he went to the African Cup? We sucked. Yeah. Mane was a massive miss. And interestingly, that is why we went after Mo Salah. Because we got him because we missed Mane so much. And Klopp was like, we needed pace. So we signed Salah, you know, because we saw that without Mane in the team, we lacked that real pace. So, you know, we got Salah. I mean, look how that turned out. So let's see what happens when we bring in someone. If we're without Salah or Mane, can we bring in another player that goes on to have an amazing season, or obviously hopefully a future with Liverpool? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? It would be absolutely amazing. Mike says, I think our squad depth is nowhere near as good as other top teams. I have to fully agree with that, Mikey. I think we really need to improve that moving forward. Chelsea, even though they're having a poor season, if Hazard, Morata and Willian got injured, they'd have Giroud, Pedro and Barkley. Chelsea was the other team going into this, you know, I don't know whether it was going into this season or last transfer window. A lot of people were saying that Chelsea's squad depth wasn't great like Liverpool's. So, yeah, I think, you know, it is key that Liverpool improve on the squad depth. We did improve, but it's still not good enough, is it? You know, we saw how a few injuries, a few key injuries could still really hurt Liverpool in the sense of next season going for that Premier League again, fighting for a Champions League trophy again, you know, competing on all fronts. If you want to compete on all fronts, then you need quality all the way down to your youth setup. We have got some quality youth players in there. We're, you know, still going out there for quality youth. But if you bring in quality in the first team and you push our first team that are there now into the substitutes bench, and then the subs that are there move to your under 23 squad or whatever, you know, that will boost your squad depth up. So bringing in 3 or 4 real quality players in the summer will lift our squad depth up massively, massively. So hopefully we see that in the summer, guys. It would be really nice if we do see that. Bluetooth says, quick game, would you rather have Virgil van Dijk to get injured or Robertson, and why? Oh, mate, that is a very not good game, but at the same time, very good question. I wouldn't like either of them, but if I had to pick, then I would pick that Robertson gets injured. One, because Van Dijk is a leader that we really, really needed, and I think we depend on at the back. Robertson would be a massive blow because I wouldn't like to see Moreno. I don't think we can trust Moreno to play out there, but we could trust Joe Gomez or James Milner to do a job there, you know. I think the main point I would like to point out is that Van Dijk is like a captain on the pitch. Robertson's not like a captain, but he's an outstanding player that I would hate it if he got injured and was missing from the team. I think it would weaken us. I think when we don't have him on the pitch, you see that we are a lot weaker, especially down the left. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But yeah, I think out of the two, mate, I'd prefer to keep Van Dijk on the pitch because of his leadership qualities, and I think that that's more of a key area as well to do. You know, left back, we could still cover that. We could cover that area. But talking about Joe Gomez, guys, you know, Joe Gomez's future at Liverpool. A lot of people are saying Joe Gomez not really great. People are really jumping on his back now. You know, Joe Gomez, I think for me, he's played all along the back line. He's played left back, he's played right back, centre back. I think for me, Gomez, if he's not going to play, if Kleiny comes back from injury and he's our right back and Trent right back next year, I'd move Gomez to centre back. I really would. Because I think, you know, Gomez gets caught out in that right back position. Was brilliant at left back before he got injured. You know, back when Brendan was the manager. I don't think Gomez would get caught out half as much if he was a centre-back, guys. Let me know what you think on that. But, you know, just an interesting thing there to finish off the show, guys. All right, because then I've got to go. Kilted says, I've got to go, gentlemen. It's been special. As always, you're never all clone and good night. You're never all clone to you, Kilted. Thank you for joining me tonight, buddy. Hope you enjoyed the show. Robertson could just put Milner, left back, yep. Van Dijk getting injured would just be unthinkable, says Thomas. Yes. And I would not like to jinx it either, so I don't like that sort of game, Blue. But yeah, interesting question though, very interesting. It definitely did get my cogs working. Mikey says Robertson because we could play Moreno, Milner, Klein or Gomez at left back. Yes, Klein's also done that as well, hasn't he? If Van Dijk got injured, then Lovren and Klavan partnership with a little sicky face. That tells you all you need to know about Mikey's thought on it. Yes, I could just picture Mikey running to the toilet now, fully don't want to picture that, Mikey. Mikey said I'd sell Clavan and move Gomez. Interestingly, guys, just paper talk, but Clavan contract extension, is it going to happen in the summer? Michael JT says 36 hours till my first exam. Brilliant. Wow, man, wow. Hope all the best, mate. All the best here. I hope it goes well for you. You know, you should be getting some rest in as well, mate. I don't know, obviously, what your schedule is around that, but just make sure you're prepped for it, buddy, and I'm sure you'll do fine. Guys, have you enjoyed the layout and the show and that tonight? Thank you for joining me as always. Obviously, we've covered quite a lot of topics tonight. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to every single one of you, and you know, it means a lot that you guys join in, and it's meaned a lot. All your guys commenting over the last couple of days, especially. I've noticed you guys have been commenting on my videos, thumbs up and things like that. You're enjoying the new videos and, you know, the content that I'm putting out. Yeah, it does mean a lot, guys. So thank you for supporting the channel, and massive thank you to everyone that's a new subscriber. Welcome to the LFC family that we've got. That now means you're a legend as well. All my subscribers are called legends. To all you remaining subscribers that have obviously been subscribers for time, massive thank you for your continued support. I've said it time and time again, you're all absolute legends. I love it. I love being able to talk about my favourite club with every single one of you. It means a lot. You know, obviously, like I say, guys, quick recap on what I've done today for anyone that's missed it, because I know that YouTube's not putting out my notifications. We did the Steven Gerrard to Rangers video. That is out on this channel, so if you missed that, definitely check that one out. Also, Bobby Firmino signing a new contract. I did a live stream on that. It's got the footage of him doing a no-look signing contract as well. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely check that one out. Then, on the bench TV, you have got Thomas Lemar, his, you know, video clips of him this season, goals, skill, assists, that malarkey, that seems to be popular. So if you like that sort of stuff, that's on there as well, guys. And Rhian Brewster, his goals of the season, that is also now out on the bench TV, guys, tonight. I'll put that out tonight, so go over, check that one out. Leave a thumbs up on that if you're enjoying that content as well, guys. There'll be lots more of them sorts of videos in the near future. I really enjoy making that sort of stuff, and I enjoy getting your guys' feedbacks on all that as well. Michael says, to be fair, Clavan hasn't even too badly when he's played, but Matip has been so inconsistent. He has indeed this year. Matip has been very shaky, hasn't he, mate? Blue Tick says, the reason I bought the game, would you rather? Because that is the problem we have with backup players. And if we have the backup players, they are just unpredictable. Yes, that makes sense now. I fully get it, Blue Tick. Fully get it. Fully get it. Right. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, tomorrow I'll be doing my match build-up show for Liverpool versus Roma. So I will do that around the 6 o'clock mark. So keep an eye out for my tweet and for the YouTube notification. YouTube doesn't put out notifications, guys. I'm noticing that you guys aren't getting it. So 6 o'clock, I will be going live to do my match build-up show. So definitely join me for that. Let me know your views on the game and what you think, score predictions, the usual stuff. What will be your starting 11? That stuff. We will definitely talk in that one. And I am also appearing on Talk of the Terrace. I am going on their show for a podcast. Obviously, I've never done it before, guys. It's a first for me, but they've invited me on their channel, on their show. So it'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy that. So, you know, their Twitter account is at TOTTS, well, at TOTT Sport. Talk of the Terrace. Some of you guys may have heard of them. If not, definitely go and check them out. Well worth a follow, guys. I'll be working with them a lot in the future, doing collaborations and things like that. Good bunch of lads, massive Liverpool fans like ourselves. So yes, definitely looking forward to that. So stay tuned. That'll be 7:45 tomorrow night, guys. I'll be on their podcast. All right. Mike says, please no, Clavan can't re-sign. I'd pay 50 million for him to leave. Wow. Michael says, to be fair, Clavan, I saw that one, didn't I? Blue Tick said that. I mean, great stream. Have a great night, everyone. And you. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, guys. Obviously, if you're across the pond from myself, enjoy the rest of your days. Thank you for joining me. I've been on the bench, LFC. This has been Liverpool FC, the late night show. You've all been legends. Take care, guys.